The Monkey King Power System. Why Sun Wukong is one of the most overpowered characters in mythology. In Chinese mythology, there is one character who completely breaks the system. He has no royal blood, no divine origin, no heavenly title. He was born from a stone. Yet this one character managed to do something almost impossible. He fought the entire heavenly court by himself. His name is Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Today we are going to break down his power system, his abilities, and the real reason why even someone this powerful was still defeated by the Buddha. The power system of the Monkey King. If we treat Journey to the West like a fantasy RPG world, Sun Wukong's abilities can actually be divided into several different systems. And when these systems combine together, they create one of the most broken characters in mythology. One transformation system. Sun Wukong's most famous ability is called the 72 transformations. Most people assume this simply means he can turn into animals or other people. But the truth is much more powerful than that. The 72 transformations allow Sun Wukong to change his physical existence. He can transform into animals, humans, objects, insects, gigantic creatures, even microscopic particles. And these are not illusions. They are real transformations of his physical form. This means that during battle, Sun Wukong can adapt to almost any situation, and this makes him extremely difficult to capture or defeat. 2 Mobility System. Another iconic ability is his legendary transportation method, the Cloud Somersault. The rule is simple. 1 somersault equals 108,000 Li. That translates to roughly 54,000 kilometers. To put that into perspective, the circumference of Earth is about 40,000 kilometers. So 1 flip from Sun Wukong is enough to circle the entire planet. This means his travel speed is essentially planetary-level mobility. In battle, he can appear and disappear almost instantly. For most enemies, he is simply too fast to catch. 3 Weapon System. Sun Wukong's weapon is one of the most famous weapons in Chinese mythology, the Ruyi Jingubang, the Golden Cudgel. Originally, it was a massive iron pillar used by the ancient hero Yu the Great to measure the depth of the ocean. Its weight is recorded as 13,500 jin, which is more than 8,000 kilograms. But the most important feature is its ability to change size. The staff can shrink into a tiny needle and be hidden inside Sun Wukong's ear. Or it can grow to enormous sizes, towering like a mountain. This makes the weapon incredibly versatile in combat. 4 Clone System. One of Sun Wukong's most broken abilities is his cloning technique. This power is called hair cloning. Sun Wukong simply pulls out a strand of his hair, blows on it, and the hair transforms into another monkey. But these clones are not simple illusions. They actually possess part of Sun Wukong's power. So in battle, one Monkey King can suddenly become an entire army. Enemies are forced to fight dozens or even hundreds of Sun Wukongs at the same time. 5 Immortality System. However, the most terrifying part of Sun Wukong's power is not his attacks. It is his immortality. Sun Wukong stacked multiple layers of immortality throughout the story. First, he invaded the underworld and erased his name from the Book of Death. This means he is no longer bound by the rules of mortality. Later, he also consumed the Peaches of Immortality, the heavenly elixir pills. And he survived the furnace of Laozi for 49 days. Instead of killing him, the furnace actually strengthened his body. By the end of these events, Sun Wukong had accumulated multiple forms of immortality, which is why the heavenly court could not kill him. The combat tier of the Monkey King. If we rank characters by power level, the Monkey King would fall into the category of top-tier mythological demigod. He can easily defeat most celestial soldiers and demons, but there are still a few powerful beings who can rival him. And this leads us to the most interesting question. Who are the strongest enemies the Monkey King has ever faced? Monkey King versus top-tier enemies. Here are 10 major opponents from the world of Journey to the West, ranked by their battle power. 1. Neja. Neja is one of the strongest warrior gods in Chinese mythology. He possesses multiple divine weapons and can transform into a 3-headed, 6-armed battle form. Although Neja is extremely powerful, Sun Wukong's adaptability and immortality usually give him the advantage. Result, Monkey King wins, but with difficulty. 2. Erlang Shen is one of the few characters who can truly rival Sun Wukong. He also possesses transformation abilities, and his famous third eye can see through Sun Wukong's disguises. In the original story, their battle lasted for a very long time without a clear winner. Sun Wukong was eventually captured only because of outside interference. Result, even match. 3. The Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor is the ruler of heaven. However, he is not known for direct combat. In terms of raw fighting ability, Sun Wukong is likely stronger. But if the Jade Emperor commands the entire heavenly army, the situation changes dramatically. Result, Monkey King wins in a one-on-one fight. 4. Bull Demon King. The Bull Demon King is one of Sun Wukong's former sworn brothers and one of the strongest demons in the story. His strength is enormous, and even Sun Wukong struggled against him. In the original tale, the Bull Demon King was only defeated after multiple celestial forces joined the battle. Result, slight advantage to the Bull Demon King. 5. White Bone Demon. The White Bone Demon specializes in deception and disguise. However, her combat power is far below that of the Monkey King. Once Sun Wukong discovers her true identity, she is quickly defeated. Result, Monkey King wins easily. 6. Buddha. The Buddha represents a completely different level of existence. He does not defeat Sun Wukong through strength. Instead, he defeats him through cosmic law. When Sun Wukong tried to escape the Buddha's palm, he believed he had traveled to the edge of the universe. But the 5 pillars he saw were actually the Buddha's fingers. This revealed a terrifying truth. Sun Wukong had never left the Buddha's hand. Result, absolute victory for the Buddha. The true nature of the Monkey King. Sun Wukong is not simply a hero. He is not even purely a rebel. In many ways, he represents something much deeper. He is a system error in the universe, a being that does not belong to the normal rules of heaven, earth, or the underworld. And the entire story of Journey to the West is not about destroying this error. It is about transforming it. Through trials and discipline, the rebellious Monkey King eventually becomes something else. He becomes the victorious fighting Buddha, from chaos to enlightenment.